Hello, everybody. So, I'm talking about your determination. I'm talking about your passion, your deep seated desire, your interest. Everything is going to really count. Everything is going to matter if you pursue your goal. Okay. So, once you become determined about achieving something in your life, you should be chasing that thing with whole of your desire and interest into it. You are going to really love it wholeheartedly. You're going to really embrace it wholeheartedly. You are not going to really look at the challenges, the difficulties that you are going to really face, of course. But once you have decided that you are going to really achieve that thing because you have got a very deep seated desire to acquire that thing in your life, then you are not going to really think of the various difficulties that are going to really come along with it, isn't it? So in order to really acquire something in our life that is very significant to you, you have to really pass through a lot of struggles, and you should be ready to accept those struggles, to endure those struggles and learn from your struggle. And that's how you are going to be a stronger person. That's what is going to really make you eligible to achieve your goal in your life, my dear friends. So never estimate the power that is residing within you, my dear friends. We all have got all kind of uh, pros and cons in us. When it comes to really doing something, there are some weak factors, there are some strong factors. So everything is going to really affect us. It is us, my dear friends, who are going to really decide what we have to really pay attention to, what factors are going to be our friends, our companions, and the journey of our aspiration. Okay, so believe in yourself, my dear friends. You are going to be a strong contender to achieve your goal, and that's going to happen only when you become a disciplined person. You have once a thought that you are going to achieve that thing in your life, there shouldn't be looking back from that acceptance of your thought that you have promised it to yourself. Now, the thing is that they're going to really make a strategy about how to go along the journey of aspiration. Okay, so in the beginning, you are going to really put up a strategy for yourself, and that strategy is not something very rigid or something very stiff that you can't really flex or you can't really mold, you can't change it when you require it to change a little bit. Okay, you can change it. That's why I'm saying it is a flexible strategy, because in the beginning perhaps you don't know everything about what you have to really go through. Okay, it's only after our action of after our going through that journey, we come to learn various new things and we adapt ourselves to the necessities, to the circumstances. That's where we feel the need to tweak our strategy that we had really put in the beginning a little bit. Okay, to suit us there. So that's how we are going to learn slowly over time along the journey many things, my dear friends. These are called insights, experiences. Okay, and they make us to really do things a little bit differently, or you think that something is perhaps not getting you as much productivity, so you are going to think about something else. You are going to be ingenious, you are going to really be innovative there, that let me try on this big, maybe because I'm doing this thing for quite some time and I'm not getting much of the productivity of this practice of doing it this way, so let me change a little bit and do it a certain different way. Okay, maybe that is going to help me far more. So you are going to experiment with yourself, and that's what I'm trying to say. If you engage with something, my dear friends, you are free, you are at complete liberty of experimenting with your process of learning. Okay, so that's how we are going to be far more experienced person in our life. If you don't experiment ingeniously, you don't really try to really do certain things in a new way, in your own way, you are not going to really learn much from the journey of your aspiration or journey of your life itself, my dear friends. You have been given some facts, you have been showed some paths how to really go about it, but when you think that still everything that has been told you, everything that has been really made to show you to do it that way isn't helping you that much, you are going to try your own way, because all those guidances, all those advices are made by the people itself. They are the people like you also. So why can't you really try on something new? Perhaps that's going to really help you the most. Okay, so That is what is experimentation, my dear friends. And the more you are going to exercise your mind around getting better at what you are facing, I think that's going to really make you a strong person, and that's going to really make you a far more confident person. And once a person really becomes uh, the person who he always wants to be, through a lot of struggles, through a lot of experiments about that particular thing, that person really grows confident in that field, because he have already worked around it just so much so that he is not going to have any kind of fear in his mind about that particular thing. I understand that many people really haven't gone through this much of struggle as you have gone, so you are going to really place yourself higher than the other people, and you should be placing it, because that's how you are going to really gain a little bit of more confidence again. It's just like as if you are speaking in front of an audience. The audience always is notch down from the level you are standing there, isn't it? So you must consider yourself to be above them already. You must be really filling your minds with that kind of positive confidence that you know much more than the audience there, and that's why you have been invited here to deliver a talk, to say something, or to give them something. Okay, whatever you know, and you have got the capability, you have got the skill of really delivering your talk, so you are a communicator, you can really explain something the better way than anyone from the audience, isn't it? So that's why you should be really thinking yourself having more knowledge, more capability of performing what you are going to really perform in front of your audience, and then the audience, that's going to really fill you with more confidence, and that's going to really allay the anxiety, the fear, however it is there in your mind about speaking in front of an audience, isn't it? So this is how we are going to really manage the situation, my dear friends. Everything is possible, everything is manageable in this world. The only thing is that we must develop that kind of attitude. We must believe in ourselves that everything is practically manageable in this world. The only thing that we must be willing to engage ourselves with that particular thing. We must be just filling our mind with all that possibilities that yes, we can handle that thing, come what may. Even we are thrown in such a situation where we don't know anything about what is going to happen next, still then we must be having faith within ourselves. We must be believing in ourselves that whatever unfolds in front of us, we are going to really respond to it with the best of the possibilities we can really put there in the real time, isn't it? So that's the power of your mind, my dear self. That's the power of the courage. That's the power of believing in yourself that you are going to deal it with the best possible way at the time. It couldn't be best, maybe. Yeah, that's another thing. But you had really tried your best at the time, that how to really respond to that uncertain situation that unfolded in front of you right there, isn't it?